Hi, good morning, and it's Wednesday, September 22nd, the autumn equinox, first day of fall. Dr. Bob Flower and your master pattern report for September 22nd. All right, so last week we saw that silver was headed for 21. We accurately called that, and it's here. Finally, late yesterday, early today. We broke the 21 barrier. Oil dropped. Oil actually rose, dropped, and made a little recovery for the week, which is exactly the way we had called it, and we're still short, by the way. Interest rates are continuing to inch up, as we've been saying for the past several weeks. And we think that that's going to continue, and that's bad news ahead. The dollar is weakening as well, as the master pattern has been calling for the past month. This week we're watching silver again on its march towards $23. We think that that's going to be a major resistance point here, so look for a potential back off. If it hits that $23 mark this week, which next 5 days we think it will, 5 to 7 days, and then a back off, and then we'll pick it up from there. We'll see where we're going from there. Okay, while the S&P has risen to earlier highs for the year, it's getting sloppy and weaker, and we can see it within the past couple of days. And our patterns, although they're mixed, are showing a definite downturn here, folks. Now, don't get caught up in this out of the recession hype. The market. The market has moved up. We were calling for a major correction. We still believe that that's ahead. The Fed, the Treasury, and foreign governments are very scared of the amount of toxic loans on the books of the banks. The fact that no one is doing anything about this has a lot of insiders very, very worried, and they don't know how to get out of these desperate straits. They can't do anything but try to control things for their masters, the universal progressives, the Soroses of the world. For example, the $30 billion that they were proposing for a new stimulus will go partially to infrastructure, including railroad. And who just bought big time into railroad? Warren Buffett, Obama's buddy. Now, also, the Energy Department is ready to come out with new guidelines for appliances. And who's the major player in this arena? General Electric, Obama's biggest fan and buddy, and Russian business counterpart. Okay, let's shift gears a little bit here. Let's talk about why hasn't the West attacked Iran yet? Well, inside word that I'm getting is that a small number of major Israeli and Western industrialists are making a fortune on selling prohibited goods to Iran, and they don't want to ruin that. Is this what's really going on behind the scenes, folks? Well, given the action during the Iraq War and the purchase of Baghdad real estate at wholesale prices, panic prices during the war by outside industrialists, yeah, it may well be the very reason why things aren't developing yet. Okay, folks. So given all of this nonsense, it looks like the hierarchical system of governance is truly breaking down big time. That's why the Tea Party model of bottom-up, grassroots control is taking hold here. It's what will work. The top-down is not helping. It's a disaster at this point, and they've taken so much for granted and taken advantage of the population and the good people, the law abiders, to such a degree that it's fostered this war, this culture war, and this political war that's going on, and this revolt. There is a positive outlook that seems to be making its appearance here, and if you look at New Jersey, Governor Chris Christie, his model is working. He's got the guts to stand up to the unions, the union bosses, and tell them, no, we're not going to go along with what you want. We're going to make changes here. It's going to be less, but at least everybody's going to get a fair and representative share, and we're going to cut the cost. And this seems to be the economic model that's going to develop and prevail over the next 3 to 5 years. What we're going to end up with is an economy where we're making a heck of a lot less, but there will be more people that will be able to participate in that, rather than a few making a heck of a lot more. Yes, capitalism will continue to some degree, but it's going to be monitored to a very large degree. And lastly, in discussions of change, there's something I think that we need to say regarding this whole cultural battle that's going on, political battle that's going on with the Democrats, Obama, the liberals, and the conservatives. This country, whether you like it or not, was formed on fundamental conservative principles, states' rights of the people. Now, there are groups, such as liberals and some Democrats, that think it's time to change that. And you don't change fundamentals so easy. Even if the liberal model were the best model, and clearly it's not, it doesn't work, and it hasn't worked throughout history. But even if it did, you still run the gamut of trying to change the fundamental structure and belief system of an entire nation, and that's not easy to do. In fact, it's almost impossible to do. So now they're trying to project their image, their culture, their ideas onto the masses and tell us that we're wrong and they're right. No, you're wrong. You're wrong not because of your ideology, but because of the way in which you're attempting to employ your ideology and force it upon others. That certainly isn't a very liberal, valid contention. It's not a direction that anybody wants to go in a free society. I don't want to be told by anybody what I have to do. I know what to do. I'm a responsible person. Most people in this country are responsible, except for those who are being given this liberal agenda that says, we're going to take care of you. We don't want those type of people around. I'm sorry. We want the type of people around who say, look, I need a break. I need some help here. How about it? You don't have to give it to me. I'll go earn it. But help me. Direct me. Give me a chance to get in to develop my potential. That's it for this week, folks. Have a good one.